Hey y'all, welcome to today's tasting. Today I am tasting a Shu Puer Tuo Cha. And you see I got two colors out of this, but the longer brew is this beautiful dark color. And here's what it looks like. It comes wrapped up in this cute little package, and we'll read more about this, but it's more like shaped like a little bowl or a bird's nest, and I love birds, so that's just such a sweet little idea. There's what it looks like in my Gaiwan. You can see here, on the lid, it's got some really fine small pieces, and I find even using my basket, I'm getting a little bit of that in my tea. You can see it's stuck on the edges, so it's not opening up like a full leaf. It's a bit different, and here's the color of the liquid this way in the glass. It's always fun to see. Packaging, I got this from Tea Source, and turn my package around. It says it's shaped into small bowls or bird nests. The flavor is strong, earthy, and musty. Use 1 bowl per mug or small pot. So it's a pu'er tea, and I actually filmed this when I first put it in, was first brewing it. It's a lot of fun to watch, so I'm gonna tuck that at the end of this video. So scroll there to make sure you watch it, because for me it was fun to watch. So here's my tasting notes, and I'm trying to get better on pronunciation rather than just saying, oh, I don't know how to pronounce it. So I found some good cheat sheet notes, and the OU sounds like whoa, but you take out the W, so it's Tuo Cha. The Shu, I actually have a cheat sheet right here. I can't find my mouse. That I refer to because I cannot remember the difference between a shang and a shu. So the shang is a raw pu'er and is naturally fermented over a long aging period. So it's an aged tea. They're both aged teas, but the shu is a cooked one. It's an imitation, so that the aging process is sped up. It's done with modern day technology. So that's the other one. This is, I looked up Tuo Cha, and it's whoa, Tuo Cha. And it was found also as one word, and it means the dome-shaped bowl tea. So that was something I learned today, which is pretty cool. It's, of course, a compressed tea, usually made of pu'er, and it's a convex in order to keep the tea from drying out after processing. That was a cool tip. And the name Tuo Cha is believed to have originated from the round top-like shape of the pressed leaf, or from the old tea shipping and trading route of whatever that is. I didn't look up how to spell that river. So this is from Tea Source, and there is today's date, even though I might not be posting it today. That is the date I'm tasting it for the first time and drinking it. This is from the website. It's from the Menghai Tea Company, and you can read that word. I think it's Yishangbana, something like that. Yunnan, China. And I've actually had other tea from this, and I've actually looked it up before. This Menghai Tea Factory is the biggest and most famous producer of pu'er tea, which I believe because I've had some tea from another company, another style that came from here, and I remember looking it up before. It was founded in 1940 with that name and renamed 1953, and it actually has a website. So if you use Google Translate, you can go to their website. And I love looking up places in Google Maps, and so you can see where in China this factory is located. So we've got, China is so big, to me it is. There's Taiwan, Vietnam. I love the lessons on geography. And there's Thailand. So you can see it's at the bottom tip of China. And over this way would be India and Nepal, where we get some of our other teas. So you can, and Sri Lanka's down there, so you can get a general idea of where a lot of our teas come from. I kind of think that's always cool to look at. The processing, of course, is aged, shaped into balls. I should proofread before I start my videos. And then this was from the website, which I thought was good. The flavor of all pu'er teas evolves over time. This is because there are naturally occurring active microorganisms in the leaf which change the aroma and the flavor of the tea over time. I figured that microorganisms was what I was seeing come apart. I don't know. Imagination when it was brewing, the first brew anyway. All dark teas, including pu'er, can be wonderful when they are young, less than 2 years old. Each year after that, the flavor changes, and I wish I knew how old this one was. I didn't catch that on the website. Will get a little richer, deeper, and more complex. Many people store dark teas, particularly pu'er, for years before drinking because they really enjoy the more fully evolved, more complex, strong flavors. So feel free to experiment. So I kind of did. So here's the color spectrum. And I actually, in my tasting notes, have not had a tea this dark yet. So I was excited to have a tea on the end of the dark spectrum. So for the first time, I steeped it for about a minute, and the color was the cedar color, the second from the end. But then I steeped it for several minutes because I wanted to do as they said, play with it to see how it changed, and it became the walnut color. See? Look at this yummy walnut color. I mean, you can't get tea much darker than that. So the aroma flavor, dry in this little package or even in the bag. Oh, it was hard to get any sort of smell at all. But it did have that familiar pu'er smell. And again, another typo. And it's that earthy, wooded, and again, I've said this in other videos, I love being outdoors. I love getting my hands in the garden. I love hiking, and this tea just fits all who I am. I'm really loving these pu'er teas. A ton of errors. Sorry guys. The aroma is stronger when it's wet, but still lighter than other pu'ers and relaxing. I found it very relaxing, as always, just to sniff my tea. On the second steep, the aroma wafted from the gaiwan and caught my attention. yeah, so it was very cool. I just was like, oh my gosh, I can smell that from my seat. I didn't even have to pick up the Gaiwan. That was a great little moment. For the body, I called this medium. The internet calls it full body, but I do not get that. And maybe I am looking for something more in tea to call it full body than what exists. So maybe I need to slide my scale wider. We have body from I think 5 different levels in from very light to full and then very full. And so far I haven't found many teas that are full or very full, if any. I'd have to go look. And so I'm thinking maybe I'm learning about teas right now, so maybe I need to slide my scale and decide this is very full and try to put everybody, all the teas on a range from this is being full to, I don't know. I got medium. Astringency is bright, but still light, which I love. Taste, earthy, wet wood, rich garden soil, and musty. Now the finish, this was super interesting to me. So the finish, here's my thoughts. At first, I thought it was juicy and mouth-watering. Even stuck the little tag in there to say that, and then had to take it back out. But then I picked up on the drying and tannic, which I have not gotten with too many teas. With any teas. Well, yeah, there's been some teas, but none I've put in the videos. And the second steep, that became more evident. So I realized it's only mouth-watering for a few seconds, at which point it turns to drying. I love this thought that came to my mind. It's like a wave of the ocean coming in and pulling it back out. So it's like, yeah, the wave of the ocean, like, you get juicy and mouth-watering, you fill the back of your tongue on the sides with juicy mouth-watering, and then all of a sudden the tannic comes in, and it not the Titanic, the drying and tannic, and starts pulling it back out. It's a wild sensation. I usually do not like tannic, but this is subtle, like a good dry wine. I do like dry wine. I do not like sweet wine. And this, I can identify this with the dry wine, only very subtle. And I just want to sit for a moment and experience it as it lingers, that sensation of it going in and out. Gave it 4.5 stars, which means I would keep it on hand, but only one of the varieties similar to this at a time. So, I would take turns buying this with other ones that I like that are similar. Just like that Puer Shu whatever Myanmar I tasted. Yeah, I would, take turns. And there's some photos. Let me know how you like this tea. Has movement. It's just kind of fun to watch. Oh my goodness, it bubbled up. As the small bowl or bird's nest unfurls as it's brewing. Super cool. It's like alive.